All right, today we're going to make a video of playing in the second final tournament for this Bridge International Championship thing that's going on. I qualified for the finals earlier this week by playing in 11 preliminary tournaments where you had to have a 55% average in your 10 best scores. I managed to do that, and we are on to the finals now this weekend. The deal is there are 6 12-board tournaments, and you get to keep your 4 best scores. So we've played one of these already. I made a video about it yesterday, and it actually didn't go so well. I think I had just about 40%. We go over to, let's see, competitive, all tournaments, and then we do complete. We can check to see what my score was here. I had a 39 in the first set. So basically, that's got to be one of my mulligans there. And now we have 5 chances left, and we need to put together 4 good scores. So we'll play this and talk about the hands, and hopefully we can score a little bit better than 39 today. And we're just going to go to BIC Finals 2. And if you haven't heard me talk about these types of tournaments before, the deal is that you have the best hand at the table, which means that nobody else at the table has more high cards than you do. Okay, so we'll look for places to leverage that information. It's a little kind of fun, I think, variant on bridge. All right, so we have 13, 4-4-1 shape, and it's 2 passes to us. And I don't think there's any reason not to just go ahead and open a diamond here. One of the things I talked about in yesterday's video was, since we're trying to beat a field of about 400 people here, and my goal really is to, see exactly how high I can finish, there may be some spots where we employ some contrarian thinking, to try and get into a spot that maybe other people aren't in. So that's something to think about down the line here. So it goes 2 hearts by partner, 4 clubs on my right. And I think we're just supposed to bid 4 hearts with this. And partner will play 4 hearts. Partner's hand is 10 points. We have 13. That leaves the opponents with 17 outstanding high card points. And both of them have to have at least 4. That doesn't really give us any extra information. If we look at our trick count here, it's 5 hearts. Remember, we're counting from North's perspective. Usually the hand with more trumps is the hand you'll be counting from. We have no spades. We have 1 club, since they've led a club for us. That's 5, 6, and we have either 3 or 4 diamond tricks, depending on whether we can find the queen, and depending on whether we can find the queen. The queen with East, if he had 4 of them, if one opponent holds 4 to the queen, the person we would like to have that is West, right? If East holds, say, Queen 9, 8x, he could actually, that's still a trick for him, right? So anyway, we're going to lose the ace of clubs, the ace king of spades, and this is all about finding the queen of diamonds, basically. The clubs are probably 5-5 on the auction. Maybe West has 6 and East has 4. So we're going to keep track of the points here. East has shown up with West has shown up with the ace of clubs so far. And I'm going to want to play spades, just because I want to find out as much as I possibly can about this hand. If I do that, it might be that I want to eliminate all this other stuff. So let's go ahead and win this in hand. Everybody follows. We're going to go ahead and get the king of clubs out of our hand. And might as well throw a diamond on that. Now we can cater to either side having the queen of diamonds. And we'll go ahead and lead a spade up. And probably the high spade honors are split, because if East had ace king of spades, he might well have led that, right? So we're learning more about the high card point situation here. So it looks like West has ace jack and East has the king. West also had the ace of clubs, so we've seen West show up with 9 points and East with 3. And they just go ahead and play a diamond for us. So now it's just pull trump and claim. So 2 trump outstanding. I'll go ahead and pull the trump. The bot actually lets you claim even if there's outstanding trump. But just to show you guys like good practice here, you want to pull your trumps before you claim. And at this point, like even if the diamonds are all in one hand, we get to rough the last diamond with the 9 of hearts. So you can claim, and that's a good start for us, bidding and making a game there. All right, this time we have 11 points. And I have, again, a very sneaking suspicion that if we were to pass here, it would go all pass. And really, if we're looking to get winning scores here, I don't think that's the key to the bank, to have it go all pass. So I'm going to go ahead and open this hand a club. Partner bids a no trump, and that should be fun. Double should be takeout of clubs, I would think. Yeah. And righty bids 2 spades. There's really nothing I have to say about this. And we defend. And looks like the Queen of Hearts is a good choice for our opening lead. So here we have 11. The dummy has 9. And this must logically mean that the other 2 hands have 11 and 9 respectively. If we go back to the auction, what does partner think that 1 no trump is? Partner thinks that 1 no trump is 6 to 10 high card points. Okay, so we have 11, dummy has 9. Apparently our partner has either 9 or 10, and our right hand opponent has either 10 or 11. And this is just because the way this contest works is you have at least as many high card points as everyone else. So when we're looking at 11, dummy's got 9, and partner's made a bid that shows 6 to 10. The only way that these outstanding high card points can be distributed is 9 with North and 11 with East, or 10 and 10. Okay. Anyway, back to trick 1. The opening trick went Queen, King, Ace. And he's now shifted to the Queen of Diamonds, which almost surely has the Jack behind it. So we have located Queen, Jack of Diamonds, and Ace of Hearts right off the bat. And partner is going to have 2 or 3 points outside of that. And there's really no reason to get active on this hand. Like when dummy's 4 triple 3, there's nothing threatening about this. So we're just going to keep on playing old suits. And when we return a diamond, like not that the bot is necessarily paying attention to this, I don't think, but a good habit to get into is to return the right count card. So when we're returning from a 2-card suit, the idea is to return high. Partner plays the Jack. That means declare has the 10 of diamonds. And we're kind of just following suit here. This is a pretty boring hand. All right, partner had the Jack of Spades. The Queen, Jack of Diamonds is 4. The Ace of Hearts is 8. So he has 1 or 2 points that we haven't seen. And again, like we're not worrying about signaling with the bot. We're just pitching losers and keeping winners. Okay. And there's partner's other high card. So we've seen Jack of Spades, Queen of Clubs, Ace of Hearts, Queen, Jack of Diamonds. We know the entire hand. Declare had 4 spades, and partner's got a safe exit. So it's fine to let him just go ahead and win this trick. Sometimes you would be scared, like in certain situations where partner might be end played, if you left him on the lead and you would need to overtake, but that's not the case here. We know that he's got cards in his hand that he can safely exit with. And we'll just see if the King of Clubs cashes. It doesn't, and we beat it 1. And we get a plus score. That's, you know, probably it's going to be fairly often that this hand goes pass, 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 pass at other tables. So I'm very happy that we get a plus score there. We have 16 with 6-3-2-2 shape, open a spade. Part of it's 3 diamonds. I think this is invitational and natural in bot standard. Yep. 6 plus diamonds, 3 or fewer hearts, 2 or fewer spades, 9 to 11. And for some weird reason, it says the bid shows the queen of diamonds. I kind of don't believe that, but I think that no matter how we slice it, we are bidding 4 spades here, not 5 spades. They've let a heart nor ace queen. That's great. And we have probably 6 spade tricks. They could even break 5-1, and we would have 6 spade tricks. We have 2 hearts for 8, and we have a whole bunch of diamonds in the dummy, possibly, you know, possibly 6 of them, right? We can get back to our hand with another heart later on. So it looks like this is just going to be a pull trump hand. The question is, do I want to play a spade to the 10 and then come back to my hand with the ace of hearts to run the spades? The problem with that would be then I'd have to run the diamonds then, right? Without, like, you know, playing ace king of diamonds and roughing a diamond in case they're 4-1. So yeah, if I play a spade to the 10, back to the heart, run the trump, and try to play the diamonds and they're 4-1, that's not going to be good for us. So is it worth just banging down the trumps from our own hand? How did this auction go again? They weren't in this auction, were they? No. We led a spade to the 10, cash the ace of diamonds, part to the board, blah, blah, blah. So I think that's what we're going to do, man. Yep, okay. Go ahead and play the 10 in case, you know, it were to somehow win the trick. And I'm going to play a spade to the 10, safeguarding against the trumps. It's 6, dummy at 1, safeguarding against the trumps being 5-1. We'll see if that was necessary. Oh, come on, somebody show out here. Reward this. No, so that's not great for us in the sense that we could have actually played the trumps just from the top and then later found out if the diamonds were 3-2 or 4-1. We go ahead and draw the last trump. We sit, the 5 of diamonds got pitched by West. And now, do I want to be cute and get the beer? I do. And the 7 of diamonds is going to be our last trick. So if you were in person here, you would just claim and also get your partner to buy you a beer because you took trick 13 with the 7 of diamonds. And we're lucky there that they didn't lead clubs, right? But we had plenty of tricks once they didn't cash out at trick 1. All right, we have 22, I believe is what I'm counting. 4 aces is 16 and 2 kings is 22. Don't want to open this 2 clubs because it eats too much bidding space. And I have kind of an awkward hand here with 4-4-4-1. So the idea, I believe, is going to be opening a diamond and jump shifting into spades. Partner passed, huh? And now it goes double. What would redouble say by me? Value showing 21 or fewer high cards, 18 to 22. I think that's probably about the best description I can make of my hand right now. So let's try this. And now partner bets 2 hearts, which was not what we wanted to hear. What would 2 spades by me be? Biddable spades, 18 to 22. Blah, blah, blah. I think that sounds like my hand. And here we are playing 2 spades. which is awesome. We found our 4-4 fit. We didn't get any higher in the bidding than the 2 level, which is probably good for us. Let's think about tricks. We have, if the spades behave, we have 3 spade tricks. We have ace king of clubs is 5, ace of hearts is 6, the ace of diamonds is 7. It's potentially possible that diamonds would produce another trick, either if the queen or king fell on the second round or if the suit were 3-3. We can score extra tricks by roughing clubs in the dummy. So that sounds like it's probably our plan, is to rough some clubs in the dummy. And I think if we go back to the auction, it was we opened a diamond, then it went check, check, and East made the takeout double. Yeah. We have so many points here that it's not going to do us any good to try and figure out anything based off that. Go ahead and win the ace here, not the king. The ace is the card that you're known to hold. And I wonder if I should actually pitch the diamonds and try to rough diamonds. Nah, that's probably not right. I bet the clubs are 5 with West and 3 with East. Just because he took a free bid of 2 clubs after I redoubled. They might be 4 and 4. The hearts are probably 3 with West and 4 with East. And the spades are probably, East probably has 3 or 4 spades. So what does this tell us about it, everything? And the reason I'm saying that the hearts are almost surely 3 and 4, if East had 5 hearts, he probably would have overcalled hearts rather than balancing with a double. And if West had more than 3 hearts, it's kind of strange that he bid 2 clubs in this auction. So probably 3 and 4 on the hearts. And I'm guessing 5 and 3 on the clubs, which gives West 8 cards and East 7. We're going to assign East 3 or 4 spades. Does this tell us anything useful? Probably not. So I think we're just going to go on with this plan of roughing clubs in the dummy now. I'm going to rough this one with the 8 and later on one with the jack. If it gets over roughed, it's a good chance that he's over roughing with a natural trump trick anyway. That's not so bad. Okay, so this is pretty consistent with the clubs being 5 on my left and 3 on my right, like I originally thought. At this point, we will come back to our hand. Wonder if I should play a diamond and then pitch the other diamond on a club. Does that make any sense? And then start trying to rough diamonds. All right, let's come to our hand with a diamond and then play another diamond. All right, King X is still out there in diamonds. Plays a spade. And the ace. The spots we're missing are Queen 9, 8, 6. I suggested yesterday that a nice little drill is just to take a suit, flip over 8 of the cards maybe, and try to get to where you are really adept at figuring out what the missing 5 are. Okay, back to this hand. Do I want to rough a club or rough a diamond? I think we want to set up this diamond suit. So let's go ahead and rough a diamond with the jack. It's over roughed by the queen, that's fine. It's a natural trump trick for him. And it turns out spades were 4 and 1. So East still has the master spade left. And I believe we just have 2 more tricks left, right? We have the ace of hearts and we have one of our trumps. Don't think this 10 of diamonds turned into anything. Yeah, he's still got the king. And this is a spot where you can actually save a bunch of time, you know, in it like RBC games or whatever. You can claim at this point, even without the rest of the tricks, you can claim 2 tricks. There's no need to keep on playing this out. You have the ace of hearts and you have one of your trumps. So I'm going to win the ace, and the bot actually won't let you claim until you get the lead. So now that we have the lead, I'm going to claim one of the last two. We get another plus score on a hand where it was possible that we would have gotten too high, so that's probably good. All right, we have 6-4, 2-1 shape. And they've opened a diamond on our right. We have 13 points. So it looks like we're definitely starting with two clubs. As much as I loathe two club overcalls, a couple things about this hand. First of all, this particular auction, a diamond, two clubs, is a little bit difficult for the opponents to navigate. More so than if they opened a heart or a spade, say, and you overcalled two clubs. The less that they know about each other's hands, the more of a destructive value you can get out of your own bids, right? Because a diamond's a little more amorphous for them than, say, a heart. When they open a heart or a spade, you know, Wes knows 5 of his partner's cards already, and he knows that there's a target of 4 of a major. So when you overcall in situations where they know, the less they know about each other's hands, the more successful your bids will be from a blocking standpoint. We'll say it that way. Anyway, we're bidding 2 clubs here. And that goes pass, takeout, double. We don't have anything extra to say here. There's 2 hearts on my left. Check, back to me. I don't think that we can safely do anything else here, so we're going to pass. I have a sneaking suspicion that if I bid 3 clubs here, it would go double and I would be off 200 or 500. So we don't love what happened on this auction, but there's really not a whole lot we can do about it. All right, there are 13 points in the dummy, and we had 13. All right. 2 ace, queen 4, going to win the king of diamonds. And it looks to me like we ought to just shift to the queen of clubs. Is there anything to be said about the diamond spots? What is he trying to do? I don't see any reason not to shift to the queen of clubs here. All right, that holds. And now what? Would it be necessary to play a spade for any reason? I don't think so. When he plays his next low diamond off the board, if he's got the queen, I need to fly ace. If partner's got the queen, I need to duck. All right, we're just going to continue clubs here. And I'm starting with the queen to show the top of the sequence and following it up with the 10 to show like that's kind of the bottom of my run. Looks like Declare had 3 clubs. Don't think there's any reason to play the jack of spades here, is there? Actually, maybe there is. We do that. King 10. Partner's got the king of spades. Jack's not going to be okay. I don't think we can afford to do this. And of course, now he plays a diamond off the board, and we have to guess what to do. If Declare had the queen of diamonds, would he be playing the suit this way? Yes. If he had a singleton diamond, would he be playing the suit this way? Yes. Man. If we play the ace of diamonds and it goes rough on our left, does this hurt us? Probably not, right? Like, he doesn't have a useful pitch on the jack of diamonds, I don't think. He had 3 clubs, probably 5 hearts. If he has 1 diamond, he still has 4 spades. I don't see how that could help us. So we are going to fly ace here. And return the jack of spades. And now we will play a diamond or the jack of clubs. Two diamonds, three hearts. Diamond's going to let him pitch the third spade potentially. He's going to be able to do that anyway. So I guess we go ahead and just return the diamond now. Partner has the ace of hearts. He can do that before he gets there. All right, let's just return our diamond here. Goes the king of spades in the end. So two spades, two diamonds, and a club, which is basically what we got, right? I don't think there was anything there. We could check the, just torture ourselves here by checking the double dummy to see if there was a beat. I don't think there was. Yeah, everything that we can lead is making there, so, oh well. Minus 110 is never a great score. Well, I shouldn't say never, but if they took their tricks, minus 110 tends to not be a good score. 6, 9, 11, 14, 15 points, and I have 7 spades, so it looks like the world's easiest one spade bid. Partner bids Jacob 2 no, that's interesting. So we own at least 11 of the 13 spades, and we'll just answer partner here. 3 hearts, I assume, is short hearts. Yep. And again, like you can always check when you scroll over bids, up in the upper right there, it shows you what your bid should mean. So you can always check to make sure you're communicating what you think you're communicating. And now partner jumps to 4 spades. We have a lot extra here. We have a heart and a club and 2 diamonds and a spade as losers. Oh man. Could partner have the hand that we need? Basically what we need is 3 key cards, right? If partner had that, you probably shouldn't be jumping to 4 spades. So even though it feels like I got extras here, I think I'm just going to pass. It's not a sure thing that the 5 level would be safe, and I'm going to go ahead and trust partner here. I'm not sure why he committed to 4 spades so quickly here. I mean, he doesn't love the fact that his ace king of hearts is opposite of singleton, but he does have 2 key cards and the queen of trump. So you'll notice here that we have plenty of tricks for slam, right? We have 2 hearts, 6 or 7 spades. Is that true? Yep, depending on the location of the king, and potentially up to 5 clubs. A diamond, if we could guess the diamonds right, if they're situated such that they're guessable. And we know the trumps are 1-1 from the opening lead here. There's no way that he led the spade 4 from king 4, but if he did, he's just blown his trump trick. So what do we got to be careful about here? I'd like to be able to throw all my diamonds away. On one of them's going on the second heart, and one of them should go on clubs after we set that suit up. So all we got to do here is win the spade, unblock the clubs. Trumps are drawn here. Go to one of our entries, see what's happening in clubs. Rough the club good. Spade to the dummy. We're pitching 1 diamond on the king of hearts and 1 diamond on the established 10 of clubs for all the tricks. All right, this time we have 13 and another 4-4-4-1 hand. Know what it is about 4-4-4-1 hands today. We open a diamond with this shape. Partner bids a heart. I don't have enough for 3 hearts really here, do I? 3. I guess I've got a little bit in reserve, but I think I'm going to be conservative and bid 2. And partner bids 3 hearts, which is the blame transfer, but I think we have plenty to be accepting this invite. Let's make sure before we do this what he thinks that 3 hearts is. Why can I not? Yeah, anyway. What did he think 3 hearts was? 4 plus hearts, 11 to 12. Okay, whatever. Dummy has 9. We counted ours at 13. The opponents have 18 points, and we know that they can't be distributed any more wildly than 13 and 5. All right, tricks. We have almost surely 5 trump tricks. Again, like he didn't lead a trump away from the queen, so we're going to play west for the queen of hearts here. This suit in isolation, like the right way to play it would be ace king, like the 9 never thing. But it's, you know, sometimes you get extra information, and that's what we have here. The fact is, like, East would almost never lead a trump if you were looking at the queen. So West probably has that card. Back to our trick counting. 5 hearts, assuming what we said about the queen of hearts is right. The ace of spades is 6. 2 spade roughs in the south hand is 8. The ace of diamonds is 9. The ace of clubs is 10. And we have some nice club spots in the jack 10, 9. So if we get a little bit lucky here, we could actually get 3 club tricks out of this. If East has both the king and the queen, we can get 3 club tricks. If East has either king third or queen third, we can get 3 club tricks out of this. So important points here are to make sure we rough a couple of spades in the dummy, and we want to lead clubs from the north hand towards the south hand and see what ends up happening. So, and they did not bid here, right? They did not bid. All right. Here's the queen, which we basically already knew about, and we'll take this opportunity to go ahead and lead a club. And we're putting in the jack. This is a restricted choice situation. It is now more likely that East holds the missing club card. All right, we win this. There's 2 more trumps to draw, and I need to rough both of my spades. So again, since the north hand doesn't have a whole lot of convenient entries, we're going to, again, use this opportunity to go ahead and play a club to the 10. And like, even if this loses to the queen here, right, we've set up a couple of club tricks, which are still going to be useful for us. So, you know, even if it feels like, hey, I turned my club suit into 2 losers, well, you also develop 2 winners, and basically now you don't lose any tricks in the diamond suit. All right, so it did win. Yay, math. We need an entry to hand to rough a spade. So we'll go ahead and pull a trump here. Do that with the 9. Okay, and the trumps turned out to be 2-2 the whole time. And now it's just a question of what's going on in clubs. If East is down to the bare queen at this point, we have the rest of the tricks via all 5 of our trumps, right? The 3 in the hand. We rough 2 spades and the dummy is 5. The ace of diamonds is 6. The ace of clubs is 7. And if that 9 of clubs turns into a trick, that would be the rest. Do we have a squeeze potentially here, or have I messed it up? I can't get to it now. Even if it were there, it's probably not there. It would require that East have queen X of clubs left and all the diamonds higher than the 9, so that probably is not happening. So I think we can just play a diamond to the ace, see if the club's situation is lucky or not, and then claim an appropriate number of tricks. We're pitching diamonds here, not spades. Spades get roughed in the south hand. It's very important you pitch diamonds here. And we got lucky in the club suit. So East had the queen third that we talked about playing him for. The 9 of diamonds, the curse of Scotland, is going on the 9 of clubs, and we have the rest of the tricks via cross rough. Okay, club pass a heart to me. I have a 16 count. It's an opening strong no trump, but they have bid and responded in front of me. And I think what we're going to do here is make a takeout double. It says we have spades and diamonds and a good hand, and that's exactly what we got. Goes redouble, which is probably support, right? Yep, they played the redouble, shows 3 hearts. East didn't compete any further in hearts, which probably means that the hearts are 3 and 4. We have 3, so we're guessing that partner has 3 hearts. So he bids 2 diamonds. Is there any reason to get any higher with this hand? And I think the answer is no. And we get to play 2 diamonds. Yeah, he's got 3 jacks in his hand, so awesome. We are again at the 2 level with an 8 card fit. You know, assuming you haven't missed game or something, why would we have missed game here with 16 opposite 3? These are always juicy spots to be in. So let's talk tricks. I have the ace of hearts. I have the ace king of spades. I have 3 trumps, and I could rough a spade in the north hand or a club in the south hand to create an extra trump trick. I have the jack 10 9 of hearts between the 2 hands. So if we could get East to have either the king or the queen or both, we would be getting a second heart trick. The fact that he's led a heart and that the bots hate to lead actively, like they just love leading from small cards, makes me think that it's more likely than usual that West actually has both high hearts. West did make the support redouble here, so we talked about earlier, we kind of know that East has 4 hearts and West has 3. So I don't see any reason not to just go ahead and play small here. We're essentially playing East for one of the big hearts. What did he show up with there? The king. And another king, and there's a queen, which probably shows the jack. And he comes back a heart. Jack, queen, bullet. And at this point it is safe to go ahead and start drawing trump. I would prefer that they go ahead and duck the first round of trump just so I could pull 2. So when you're thinking about drawing trump here, ask yourself what you want to have happen. And what I'd actually like to have happen here is that they let me win the first round of trump and then I can pull a second round. The card that is more likely to accomplish that objective is the queen of diamonds, right? Because, you know, the person sitting with the ace is possibly going to be worried that they shouldn't play that card right now in case their partner has, you know, the singleton king. So I'm actually going to play the queen of diamonds here, and it's a slightly trickier card to play. They both follow, so we got 3 trumps to draw still. And we know that this heart is living because of the auction. Go ahead and draw the remaining trump, right? Even if they have 3 at this point. Now, do I need to rough the club first? Yeah, let's go ahead and rough the club first. Okay, so this is good. We only have 1 more trump to draw. We're just going to go ahead and cash the ace of spades. There's no way anyone has a spade void here. And that's interesting. The 10 shows up. So we're only missing at this point the queen third of spades. So they've actually created a finessing position for me here. Blah, 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 blah. I've drawn the last trump. Okay, we get the rest of the tricks. Cool. We just got a lucky spade situation there with the queen 10 doubleton. All right, hand 9. We have 15 balance. This is a 1 no trump opener. 2 clubs stamen by partner, 2 diamonds by us, 3 no by partner. All right. club 3 is led. We don't have any spade stoppers, but that suit is probably 4-4. We have 3 diamond tricks. We have 3 heart tricks. We can establish at least 2 club tricks, but that's going to require losing the lead once. So assuming that the suits aren't like blocked or something, the bots actually have enough to set us right off the bat. They've got to have a minimum of 4 spades and the ace of clubs. If they let us win a trick early with a club, it's possible we could get lucky in both red suits and be up to 9 tricks. Now the question is, if this club holds, do I want to try and play a second club right away? And I think the answer is yes. So in some sense, that would be, it's eliminating my only legitimate play for the contract, which is that both red suits are 3-3 basically. But the opponents would have to win the ace of clubs and find the spade shift. If they don't, now I'm back to 2 clubs, and I would only need to get lucky in one of the red suits to produce a 9th trick. So I think that's what we're going to do, is play the queen of clubs from the dummy, and if it holds, we're going to try and play it at a second round of clubs right now. And the shift to spades, that's too bad. If I play low here, that's really not playing for anything, so we're going to play the queen instead, just in case he shifted away from the ace-king. It's the only thing that could possibly be going right in the suit for us. And so far the suit is breaking. That's, I guess, good news for us. And unfortunately, West had a 4th spade to cash, so we're now down. There's no reason to go down any extra tricks if we can help it. Spades broke 4-4. That's good news for us. Do I know what to pitch? Yes, I've got 3 hearts, 2 clubs, and 3 diamonds at this point, which is the rest of the tricks. And it doesn't feel great, but like probably a result that's going to be duplicated at a lot of the other tables because the bidding was very rote. Like everybody's just going to choose those actions. So don't feel too bad about that. It just wasn't there. Board 10, we have 12. We're 6-3-3-1 shape. Open a spade. Partner bids a forcing no. We have a pretty easy 2 spade rebid. 2 no trump by partner. Well, if he can run the spade suit in 3 no trump, you know, that's 2/3 of the way to his contract. He probably doesn't have as many as 2 spades. So we would either be looking for him to have the singleton jack or somehow have 2 spades and just have decided to bid 2 no trump rather than letting us play a spade contract. So we're going to need to get fairly lucky for this spade suit to actually be providing 6 tricks and no trump. And this all being said, like, I'm not sure I need to be bidding again here. Let's make sure. 2 no is 1 or fewer spades confirmed. 10 plus high card points, 12 or fewer total points. And I think we're just going to let him play 2 no trump. A little dude with a pitchfork just landed on my shoulder that said perhaps I should bid 3 no trump here just as a game theory play, like hoping that most other people don't bid 3 no trump and kind of leveraging the fact that we need to get lucky in some spots to have any chance at winning this tournament. So that's one idea. I'm not sure that no trump is the right strain here. Like spades could easily be the right strain. So, you know, if I pass 2 no, essentially I'm saying, like, first of all, I don't think we're going to score 9 tricks. And second of all, I think that 2 no trump is the right contract. I'm not sure I want to be taking that parlay. Oh, I'm torn here. I'm torn. Is there anything to be said for bidding 3 spades? You know what? We're going to bid 3 no. All right, so this is not great news for us. We're going to need the spades to be 3-3 for all 6 of those to come in. That's what we predicted back in the auction. Notice too that like during the auction, you're kind of thinking about how the hand's going to play while you're bidding it. All right, we have 12. The dummy has 10. The opponents have 18. And they have to be distributed 12, 6, or more evenly. So he sets up at least 3 heart tricks for us. That's good. There's no obvious entry to the dummy. That's bad. And we've seen West show up with 2 red aces here. Good news is if we can get to him, we're up to 7 tricks here with chances for more. He plays the queen of diamonds. Is there a reason to duck this? Blah, 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 blah. Best case scenario, we have 6 spades, 4 hearts, and the king of diamonds for 11. So let's go ahead and win this. It's possible we have the rest of the tricks. And so I think we're just going to run our hearts and then try to run our spades, basically. Okay, the heart suit is coming in for 4 tricks, so that's good. So we're up to 4 hearts, and 1 diamond is 5, and however many spades they let us get away with. If these spades are 3-3, we're going to have an excellent, excellent score, and if they don't, you know, we're not going to have much of a score here. But we'll play it wide open here and see how many spades the suit produces. Are they just jerking my chain? No, they're not. So we are down 1. So what would have happened if I'd led a club to the ace upon winning the king of diamonds? How many diamonds did they have to run? They would have scored 3 diamonds and 2 aces, which is also down 1. So it turns out I should have just passed 2 no trump. Oh well. 14, 16, 19, we're going to open a club and rebid 2 no trump unless something weird happens. Partner bids 3 diamonds, which ought to be like some sort of new minor forcing or check back or whatever. Yep. And what we can tell him about our hand that might be of use to him is that we have 4 spades. And hey, he was interested in that. All right, trick count. We have 3 spades once we knock out the ace. We have 3 clubs. That's 6. We have 2 diamonds. That's 8. And it looks like we have 4 hearts for 12. There's 0 way in the world that the 10 of hearts lead came from king 10. It looks like what it came from is either a doubleton or a singleton. Obviously, if it's a singleton and we don't play the ace, East could win the king of hearts and give him a rough, and we'd be losing more tricks than maybe we ought to. If we play the ace of hearts and play a round of trump here, if East has the ace, which is the thing we'd be worried about, he can fly it, cash the king of hearts, and try to give his partner a rough. So what we want to do here, I think, is win the ace of hearts and lead a spade towards our hand and see what happens. Again, like if this suit we're going to vacuum, the right way to play it is to play West for the king of hearts. You know, just take a heart finesse through him. But when he leads the 10 here, after dummy bid hearts, like he's not doing this holding the king. Okay, so we're still missing the ace 8-6 of trump. If he's got a choice there, that would mean that he's got that. So we're going to leave ourselves with the 10 in case East wins the ace here and tries to play king and a heart. We'll still have the 10 to rough with, which would mean that West can't over-rough us. All right, there's 1 trump remaining. Here comes the king of hearts play we talked about. And it turns out that the suit was 4-2 against us. And we just win the ace of diamonds, and this is now a claimer, right? We just pull the last trump. We have tricks to burn. And we made 5. That's good. Note that, like looking back at this hand, the thing I said about leaving the 10 of spades in your hand, note that if you had like tried to pull the second round of trumps with the 10, you'd have been left with the 4-3, and say West had been dealt 3 trumps, his partner at that point could have won the ace of trump, played the king of hearts, and still gotten his partner rough, right? Because his partner would have, say, the 7 left, whereas you would only have the 4 and the 3. So important in a lot of hands to keep a big trump in both hands. All right, 3 spades, and I have a gigantic hand. I have 3 losers in my hand, 2 hearts and a club, and they've opened 3 spades. Isn't this wonderful? Here's a part of me that just wants to bid 3 no trump here, but that's kind of crazy. Let's see. Is there anything else we can learn about this hand? We have 17, and East purports to have 5 to 9. West does not have an opening hand, which means that we're going to be buying a little something in the dummy. It just doesn't take that much to make 6 diamonds here. And I think that that is what we're going to do here, is shoot out 6 diamonds. Come on, partner. All right, King, Jack, 10, 5th of hearts. That's promising. Okay, and they did not lead a club to the queen, king, and ace. So that's good news for us. Also, he did bid 3 spades, which probably means the spades are 7-3. I'm going to cry if it turns out the diamonds are 4-0. And we will just be tackling this heart suit, probably playing West for the queen because his partner preempted in spades. So 8 diamonds and the ace of clubs and 4 hearts would be tricks to burn. So we just need this trump suit not to be 4-0. Okay, it's not. That's good. It's actually 3-1. And we think that the spades are 3 and 7. West is known to have 6 cards then, and East is known to have 8, which means that West has more what we call open spaces in hearts, and we're going to play him for the queen of hearts. So I guess there's no problem just running off some more trump here. Wait, throws a heart. That's weird. We'll save the beer for later. We only need 4 of these hearts, right? And you just pitched another heart. Super strange. And if we cash the ace of hearts and West follows, it's game over here. He does. And the heart suit's now running. We have the ace of clubs and we have the beer card. Technically, you're not entitled to the beer if diamonds are trump, but I like beer. I sound like Brett Kavanaugh. And I like to have liberal beer rules. So we claim 5 and a beer. Partner owes us 2 this session now. So that's the end of 12 boards. Let's take a peek to see how we are doing. What if we click on this? Does that help me out? Complete finals 2. I'm pretty optimistic about the score on this one. All right, it's 55.92. So we've definitely got one that we can put in our stable of good scores that we'll need over these 6 sets. All right, so that's BIC Final number 2. We have a good score on the board, and we'll come back for BIC Final 3 next. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this.